Senator from Michigan.
Thank you, Madam President. I also rise today to pay tribute to someone who is literally a friend across the aisle and across state lines. Now, you might not think that the senior senator from Michigan, a Democrat, and the junior senator from Ohio, a Republican, would be friends. After all, our states share a long and passionate rivalry, particularly on the football field. This rivalry is especially intense on game day, like recently when the Michigan Wolverines defeated Ohio State Buckeyes 45-23. I'm just saying. I particularly, Senator Portman, wanted to say this out loud to make sure Senator Brown heard it also. Of course, my friend Rob Portman may have been cheering, and he may never really say this, but you know, I'm often wondering if behind the scenes you're sort of cheering both sides on that, because he's never advertised it, and he has never said it up to this point. But let me say today that he is a graduate of the University of Michigan Law School, and now that he's retiring, maybe you can say it out loud. So we're glad to have you there. Senator Portman has been a wonderful partner on issues important to both of our states, both Great Lakes and trade. We've served as co-chairs of the Senate Great Lakes Task Force since 2017, and we've gone to bat together on behalf of our beloved lakes time and time again. We've introduced and passed legislation to stop invasive species from reaching and destroying our Great Lakes. When the Trump administration tried to slash nearly all the funding for the Great Lakes Restoration Initiative, we fought back together and we won. And since then, we've passed legislation to reauthorize the program and celebrated when we secured $1 billion through the Bipartisan Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act, the single largest investment ever for the Great Lakes. And it would not have happened without Senator Portman. I've always said that the Great Lakes shouldn't be a partisan issue, and thanks to Rob, they have not been. We found ways to work together on the issue of trade as well. We fought for American workers when we served together in the House, and then continued a strong working relationship when Senator Portman left to become the U.S. Trade Representative under President Bush. In the Senate, we've partnered to ensure that American workers have a level playing field. That included a great congressional delegation trip to Vietnam and South Korea, where we met with trade officials, Senator Portman and I got to see, Madam President, how much he is respected by these world leaders. From strengthening our supply chains, to securing funding to revitalize communities, to promoting recycling, to planting trees, to funding our community health centers, to keeping plastic pollution out of the Great Lakes. There is no end to the number of issues we've worked on together. Rob, I'm going to miss you. I have so valued your friendship and working relationship here. You have made a real difference. But I know you're going to enjoy spending more time with Jane and Jed and Will and Sally, and watching more Michigan games that you can finally admit you enjoy. I wish you the best of everything and hope we're going to continue to see you. I yield the floor, Madam President.